This is how much the following brands pay their ambassadors to promote their products. Welcome back to Barber News. My name is Toad, and this is the greatest and most popular barber news channel in the world. I have been really deep in thought about this subject, and let me explain. I see barbers that will go out of their way to be negative. And I'm not talking about barbers defending other brands. I'm talking about haters waiting for videos to drop and then try and say something smart. But always, they end up looking stupid. I mean, firstly, if you're gonna hate on a brand that's ran by someone who was a master barber, that shows that you don't respect yourself, but you don't respect barbering in general. Ladies and gentlemen, believe it with your very own eyes. We are witnessing in front row the rise of the fastest growing barber brand in the world. Like it or not. A brand that gives the best quality products for the best possible prices, has nothing to prove, only honesty, and a mission to constantly provide better and better. And that's exactly what TPOB will do. Make no mistake about that. Imagine you told your work colleagues in your barbershop that you're going to create the impossible. You're going to set out to give the best possible products for the best prices. I would like to think everyone would support you, especially barbers. But instead, some barbers would prefer to see a brand ran by a man whose father gifted him a brand and has no idea about barbering. All he is programmed to do is take. I mean, people ask musicians who would they love to meet, and they say someone they could play guitar with or the drums. Or they ask kids playing basketball who their favorite player is. But if you ask a barber who their favorite brand is, they will say, we like the brand ran by the guy whose dad gave him a Clipper brand because he is rich. We don't like the brand ran by an actual barber. How stupid does that sound? Well, that's how some of you look. Believe it or not, I am a very respectful guy. I would never jump on someone for having an opinion. People who do that never get results, only problems. For example, if Bossio clearly just wants to make money, and that's all he talks about, that's fine. It's very obvious these are his intentions, and if people are stupid enough to go for it, well, then that's on them. You can't help some people. It's like when someone cheats in a relationship and says they won't do it again and then do. But you keep forgiving them. That's basically how Bossio operates, constantly telling you that he can make you a lot of money. And you have literally made the same amount of money, but you keep listening. Or if a clipper goes on fire and the brand don't speak out about, and you keep buying from that company, whose fault is it if it explodes in your face? So with barbers reviewing products, you need to look out for these important things. This will indicate if they are genuine or in it for the money. If you don't see the latest products being reviewed, and it seems to be only a certain few brands that the person is reviewing, chances are that guy has a deal with that brand and you will only hear good things about it. Now what happens here is some YouTubers will get a decent following from being genuine, and then when eyes are on them, the brands approach them and keep them in line. It's sad, but if they just stayed neutral, they would rise to the top and make even more money. But some of these people don't have a good business mindset. It's such a shame when this happens. Even some YouTubers will give up what they worked really hard for and just take a sponsorship deal, and that means they are not allowed to discuss anything else but that brand. And what's worse is the huge following they gained over the years of being legit will slowly drop off when people realize they signed themselves away for a $10K deal. I heard when Jeezy gave up his soul, he was limited to who he could speak about, and then when he finally broke free, his interactions and name gotten so bad he had to borrow money from TPOB, which he still has never gotten back. So for YouTubers to work really hard and get lucky enough to gain followers, but to then sell themselves short is a big lesson learned. I will cover more of this, but I want to cover actual ambassadors. You see, with ambassadors, it's such a big area. We have ones that will get a free clipper and trimmers, and that's cool. They try them out, promote them, and that's good for business. And then you have ones that sell their souls. These are the ones with a big following who will try to convince more and more barbers to follow them and turn barbers against each other. This is what we need to avoid. Guys like Marty Blends, who I've heard doesn't have a friend in the world. It's all about who can take pictures of me, who can video me, who can edit me. It's a walking show. This is when things can turn to toxic behavior and leave a bad impact on people. So whatever brand is paying him will get the best promotion, and the others won't get good feedback at all. But they will do it in a way where it looks genuine. But we all know before he starts talking how it's gonna go. Being predictable makes you a bad YouTuber. Being full of surprises is what makes you rise to the top. If you're ever in a situation like this, don't sell yourself cheap. All your hard work could be gone in weeks. And for what? A check for $10,000 that will be gone faster than you can say, Stinky Phil loves his cousin. This is my top unofficial, what barbers got paid to be ambassadors. Number 1, Vic Blends. I heard Babyliss paid him between $50,000 and $100,000. That's what having a rich mom can get you these days. Number 2, Stay Gold. I heard made about $20K and made some money from giving out codes. I heard there was talk about her pretending she started her own company, but eventually everyone found out that's not true. I hope her hard work got her a good deal with someone she's been around a long time, and looks really tired now. My heart goes out to her. Number 3, that guy Bird with the teeth and glasses. His eyesight must be really bad if he needs glasses that big. And I heard he made absolutely nothing from brands he just wanted to hang out and feel he was a part of something. He was that guy that never quit, but was never any good, so they just allow him to hang around. It's a weird career he chose, but I mean, some people are all about image, and that's his choice. Join me now as I have a caller online who has experience in this area.
Toad, thanks for having me back on. I'm really excited to be on for this episode.
Well, you really seemed keen to get on and speak about this one.
Well, let me go into a bit more detail about this world of barbering ambassadors. You see, on the surface, it might look like they're living large, but the reality behind it is a bit grimmer than you'd expect. A lot of these ambassadors, people who seem like they're killing it online, have honestly sold their souls just to appear successful. Take Stay Gold, for instance. She's been a long-time ambassador, pushing brands year after year, but where has it really gotten her? She looks worn out these days, and despite all the promoting, she ended up with next to nothing. And then there's Arod. He had a manager who, well, pretty much drained his bank account. Now he's got these high overhead costs that he just can't keep up with, and he's back to taking clients just to make ends meet. Then there's Bird. He's a different story altogether. Comes from a wealthy family, doesn't actually make money from any of this, and yet he tags along with the big names like he's just on summer break. Not a single barber out there truly respects him, because they all know he's just playing pretend. The whole life is like being in a traveling circus, really. Some of these ambassadors even wait around at barber shows just to grab a free meal because they can't afford much else. It's rough, and nothing like the glamorous life you'd imagine. So don't believe everything you see on social media. These aren't happy people, not by a long shot.
That's crazy, bro. Alright, let's just get real for a second. These ambassador barbers are out here grinding like they got a six-figure deal with Rolex, when really they're getting paid in free hairspray samples and a company t-shirt. They signed up thinking they'd be on top of the world, only to find out the benefits package is, what, a branded comb and a couple of Instagram likes? They're out here posting like they're the next celebrity barber, meanwhile they're hoping their sponsor covers lunch at the next Barber Expo. And here's the thing, if these deals vanish tomorrow, half of them are going to be standing there like, wait, what do you mean my career isn't just looking cool in promo photos? They're so deep in this ambassador hamster wheel that they're practically running it. But hey, if they want to work for pocket change and a handful of empty promises, that's their business. Just don't be surprised when they're the ones out here networking like their lives depend on it. By which I mean waiting around for the free pizza. That Bird guy won't ever have that problem, that guy's family are so rich. I have never seen a private school kid want to be a barber so badly.
With Bird, it's something to do with posh children rebelling against his father for making life too easy. It's very common with posh kids. I mean, when you see him, it screams damaged goods. I bet he has a really nice house and really comfy bed with a nanny to make him food whenever he wants, while his best friends are all sharing noodles in some dump in California with a hole in the roof. Haha, it's rather funny too, think about it.
It really is hilarious. If you're a barber and you're looking to get an actual real ambassador position with genuine chances to grow, hit up a brand like the Pissed Off Barber. They are always looking for talented barbers with great opportunities available. And I'm just about out of time. If you liked today's episode, please hit the like and subscribe and please comment your thoughts. I'm out. Peace!